Hey guys, today's going to be an exciting day, even with the rain. I'm going to be meeting the inspector out at Flairs, and hopefully we get our final inspection today. Right now I'm at this trailer yard because I need a new trailer, so stay tuned. So I have to get to Flairs to meet the inspector in about 45 minutes, but I stopped here to buy a trailer today because I have to offload even more stuff in my warehouse to make more room in there. But let me show you the trailer that I picked out and bought today. So I had 4 choices to choose from. I could get the black trailer, which I already have. I can get a silver trailer, I already got one of those, or I'm down to the dark gray or white. So I went with the dark gray and extra heavy suspension. So let's get this thing hitched up and out of here. I gotta pay for it first. All right, we got her all hitched up for 9,700 bucks. I got a hat and a couple koozies for the kids. All right. Okay, I'm here waiting for the inspector to show up, so I've got the plans out, so I thought I'd take a look and see how the stone's going on, because we have made some changes. You can see some of these different colors are stuff that I've changed on the plans, and I just noticed where we're stoning up over one of the kids' bedrooms on the front, I added cedar, and they're starting to put the stone on, and we do not have the cedar on there yet, so I got to call, get that stopped, get Eugenio out here, get the cedar on so they can keep moving forward. So another catch. There's a lot of things going on in these plans, especially when we keep making changes, which is what I tend to do, but this has got to get conveyed to the stone guys, so they're going off the old plan and they have not seen my yellow changes, so I'm gonna make a call right now and make sure they get that figured out. Plus it's a rainy day and they're not here working, so I catch a break.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, Matt. I'm out here at Flairs, and I added a cedar header above that front bedroom where the whole wall is all stone. They just made the turn over one of the windows. I'll send you a picture of both, but I gotta get my guy out here to put that big cedar lintel across those 3 windows.
Oh, okay.
It looks like there's about 6 pieces of stone that have to come off, so, but everything else looks fine.
That's something they're adding now, or?
It's something I added. I'll get someone out here probably tomorrow and get that put up.
Perfect.
Okay, thanks, Matt. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that sounds good. No worries. I appreciate it, Brad.
All right, have a good day. Bye.
You too. Thanks.
Bye-bye. Bye. So I got that taken care of, so I'm still waiting on the inspector. He's only 15 minutes late, so hopefully he still shows up. This is embarrassing. The inspector just left. I can't believe it. He red tagged me again on 2 little tiny items. Yes, we failed the inspection a second time, but I want to show you how teeny tiny minute this is, and you tell me if you think it's a big deal or not. I know it's a code violation, but it's something very small. It's just a pain in the butt, so let me go show you. Okay, so I'm downstairs. Let me show you this one plate that's missing that's causing all the havoc. So because this big pipe goes through this 2x4 wall, these little metal clamps do not qualify. There's what they call a shoe. It's supposed to go all the way around both sides. I even had it written on here, and it was miss. And when he was here, he went around and found another one. So I have 2 of these that got missed, and that's the problem. Let me show you what they're supposed to look like. So I'm in the master bedroom. Let me show you what these shoes are supposed to look like. It's like a horseshoe. So they nail this on here, and it goes over, and the back end's open. So when somebody nails on this pipe, what they're worried about is the wall being compromised. So these 2 shoes that were missing downstairs in those locations become problematic because now my plumber has to come back, put those on, which we were supposed to have those on originally. Now the inspector has to come back. We lose time, and in addition to that, because he's coming back for now the 3rd time, it's costing us a penalty fee. So every time he comes back, we fail inspection, it's anywhere from like 50 to 100 bucks. So that one's on me, and I'll work it out with the plumber, but hopefully it all gets straightened out tomorrow, and we're moving forward with drywall on the Flair house. So speaking of drywall, the house is now stocked with drywall. I know Flair has a contest going on how many sheets of drywall is in this house. I do not know yet, but I'll have that number here pretty soon. They're gonna hopefully start in the next couple of days, bearing we pass our inspection for the 3rd time. They'll start hanging drywall on the ceilings is where they start first, and then they do the walls. So we're almost there. I would say in about a week and a half, this whole house will be totally drywalled in a lot better shape than we are right now. We're at a complete standstill. So as I get the heat going in the house, ideally I'd like to run the furnaces. It's a little catch-22. You don't want to run your brand new furnaces during construction if you don't have to, but the opposite of that is bringing in big propane heaters. And these propane heaters put off a lot of moisture. So now I have a moisture content, which we do not want during drywall stage. We're trying to dry out the house and get everything to dry with fans. That's a little of a balancing act when we're dealing with winter conditions. So keep our fingers crossed that it stays fairly nice and we're able to get the drywall done, and then we can turn on the furnaces. So all the drywall's looking good. It's stocked. It's where it needs to be. I haven't been upstairs and checked out Flairs Man Cave in a while. Let's go see how that's looking. Okay, coming upstairs here to Flairs Man Cave. All the ceiling insulation up. We still have to do some of the walls. I got to find out where those guys are at. I was hoping they'd be done by now. They have no excuse. It's a rainy day. They should be working inside. Just the insulation around the walls, it just really feels like the house tightens up and it has that nice solid feel to it that it's sound deadening. So we found out a lot of our homes, and when people move in, that they're not able to yell across the house because we have such great job of insulating and putting sound bats in. That used to be old days, you'd be at one end of the house and holler at the person, they would come for dinner. Now you almost have to get your phone out and text them. Let me show you the room we added off Flairs Man Cave up and over the kitchen. He wanted to finish that off. It's now all been framed in. Let's see if I can turn a light on. So here is the added storage space. And there's the hole that I had Eugenio build for me so that we can get out that space and get access to the electrical wires. But over here, check this out. Here's the hole. I gotta get that covered up, looks kind of dangerous. Going down for the new elevator lift system. Not an elevator, but it's a lift. So he'll be able to store and lift all the heavy products up to 200 some pounds and get it up here in the attic without carrying it up and down the steps. So that'll be a super nice feature he's really gonna enjoy. So everything inside's looking good. As long as we get our inspection, we should get back on track again. But the stone, one of the viewers had asked a comment on why we've left it short, right? Oh, that's some good mud. This little joint right here is gonna get what we call a water table. It's a big precast stone that's larger than the brick. So it's called a water table. So when the rain hits here, it hits the top of the stone and it's like a little table and the water runs off it. Water table. That will go on last. Let me show you the columns over here that, remember, we built those out, framed them out, made them bigger. And some people were saying this seems to be a waste to hide all that cedar behind it. Well, those cedar beams are structural. They are holding up the roof. The best way we knew how to do it was just do a solid continuous piece because we weren't quite sure where the stone was going to start and stop. I had a pretty good idea. So we framed around that. And then we added the stone to make it have a bigger base. And now you can see how it looks with almost the finished product. So to give you guys an idea, here is the finished stone for the columns. What's missing right now is the grout. They'll come back and do that all at the end at one time. But this next column right next to it is a perfect example of how they start putting the corners on first. And then they'll come back in and introduce the flats is what we call them. These are called corners. Here's a corner again. Remember, that is a corner. They put those on like this. And then if that was whacked off, it becomes a flat. And here's a flat piece of stone. They'll come in and start piecing these in to make it look right. So even though it's all pieced in together, there really is a form of art, and that they have to make it look like it's been truly stacked on top of itself, not just glued on. So it has to have a rhyme or reason. And these other two columns are all done. So that's the last one. We'll have a precast stone cap that will sit on top of this that will finish off the columns. Like, looks like they are sitting on top of something, even though the stone's here. The precast caps is what really ties it all in at the end. So there is something on the front of the house that I called earlier, that there's a piece of cedar that's missing. I'll show you where that's at. Let me see. I got a pointer here.
That's a wet noodle there.
Yeah, that's not a very good.
No,
I was going to use this for a pointer, but yeah. All right. So right above the window, I'm adding a piece of cedar across there. So it's going to look, they call it a lintel. A lintel is there, looks like it's supporting like a beam across the windows, and the stone is going to sit on it. It's decoration, but it has to look like it's supporting something, no different than what we did on this side of the house over here. So that look has to be repeated on this side of the house, and I missed it. My bad for not getting that out, but it's a small couple of pieces of stone to come off, and we'll be back in business again. So I'm gonna head back to the office and I'm gonna show you guys a new trailer I bought. Okay, I'm excited to show you my new trailer purchase. As you can see, well, there's a school bus. There's another trailer on the side of that one. Got my two big car trailers, and I went with a different color. This one's a little smaller, so it's manageable for pulling around town. Let me give you a tour. So first things first, do not tell my wife I made another purchase. She'll think it's somebody else's trailer. She doesn't even come this direction. So if any of you guys try to tell her, I will deny it. She doesn't even watch my show. Oh, wait, there's a handle. They moved it on me. So I gotta break the new seal. How the heck? Did I buy a lemon? What the heck? Look at the whole freaking... Let me go from the inside and give it a kick. Let me see. What? That is strange.
Leave it to Brad to buy it and not even look at it.
There it goes. Oh, that thing. That's what you call breaking the seal on a trailer. As you can see, I have a really nice new door. It sticks just a little. So now I'm gonna have Jordan, my camera guy, who's filming me right now, his job while I'm going out of town next week to Fort Lauderdale to enjoy a little time off, and it's a big yacht show that's going on down there. So I'm gonna have Jordan build some shelving in here and to continue offloading all the crap in my warehouse. So everything in the warehouse is gonna go in all these trailers. So I'm gonna make room for, hopefully, a nice winter project. Let me lock it. Hopefully it's a one-time deal because it seems to be working fine now. So all right, so take two. Here we go. Open her up. Oh. Oh, there we go. Yeah. That was strange that it was that stuck. So then, oh, by the way, I had a little problem the other day. I was backing up and talking on the phone. That should buff out, I'm sure. That one's fine. My black trailer. Oh wait, here comes a train. There's horns on these things, there has to be. There we go. All right, well, that's it. We're gonna do a wrap for today. Got a train horn, brand new trailer. I gotta get the other one fixed. And while I'm gone, Jordan, you've got some work to do. I want that trailer full of the shop. So I'm Brad the Builder. Thanks for watching.